Yes, yes. Good evening, Good evening, and you're welcome to Ignition Summit 2022 day. I am Debbie Agola, your host for tonight. If you can see me clearly, if you can hear me loudly, let me know. Kindly let me know. So drop your location. Where are you joining from? If you're catching the replay, if you're welcome. Can you hear me? Can you see me? If you can hear me, if you can see me, let me know in the comment section. Welcome, welcome. Can you let me know if you can hear me or if you can see me? And drop the location, your name. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess that was my network. Can you see me now? Can you hear me? Am I audible? That was my network. Okay, we have someone here, Favor Williams. Good evening from Edo State. Thank you for joining. So, without wasting our time, I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. That is the main thing here. If you can hear me, let me know. I think the network was somehow, it was glitchy. So, let me know if you can hear me now. So, the theme for this year is the smart woman. I was saying that before. So if you're here, congratulations, you're a smart woman. And the theme for this year continues developing and reinventing women in digital space. That means if you are doubting that you can't make it online before, or maybe you don't have any digital skill, or maybe you are ignorant of maybe how the digital space is. So this is for you as a lady. This is for you. That is why we call a smart woman, because a smart woman is someone who is courageous, who is ready to do what men are doing. Yes. So welcome to day two of the summit. So yesterday we had two speakers. We had Fortune at TC, then Winner Ezekiel. Fortune was the first speaker. Then Winner Ezekiel is the second speaker. I hope you can hear me, please. You can hear me, let me know. So Winner Ezekiel is the second speaker. Fortune at TC spoke on the business of your talent, how you can make money from your talent. And she made mention of you were given your talent for free so that you can make a fee for it, so that you can charge a fee for that talent. So you were given your talent for free so that you can make money. So your talent should not waste. Can you still hear me, please? Your talent should not waste. You were given that talent so that you can monetize it, so that people can benefit from your talent. So you have to sell your talents, you have to monetize it. Don't that singing that singing talent, don't let it waste. If you have sweet voice, don't let it waste. If you can dance, don't let it waste. If you can do anything that God gives to you, don't let it waste. That is business of your talent. And you are given talent to solve a particular problem. So your work, your job is to go and look for that problem, and how you can provide solution to those problems that your talent can solve. So you don't expect God to do everything for you. You are given that talent so that you can use it to solve problems. Can you hear me, please? Let me know. I can only see one person that said she can hear me. So you are given that talent so that it can benefit you and other people, not you alone. So don't let that talent waste. So, and Fortune also said, your talent is like a product. So treat it as one. Treat your talent as a product. When you have a product, let's say you have a book or you have a course, you push it out, you sell it, you sell that course, you sell that book, you sell clothes, any product, you sell it. That is how you should treat your talent too. Should not just be giving out for free, for free, for free. You will remain broke. She mentioned it yesterday too, that sometimes, like when she started, she was just doing free work, free jobs. When you are doing free jobs every time, that is like you are going to go broke soon, very soon. So see your talent as a product. See your talent as a product that people need, that they can't do without. Position yourself well as someone who can provide that solution with your talent. So see your talent as a good product. A good product solves problem. So that business lies in that problem. Find that problem that your talent can solve. Without problem, there will be no solution. And when you exchange money, that means you are solving a particular problem. I need to be covered. I don't want to walk naked. So I'm buying clothes. I'm giving you my money. You are giving me the clothes you are selling. So that is exchanging of value. So see your talent as that too. Maybe you have the talent of singing. You have the talent of you can monetize it. You can go into singing profession. Like people will be they'll be clapping like what, but you decide not to monetize that talent. You decide not to go into the business of that talent. So today, repent. You're a smart woman. Repent. So tonight, our first speaker will be she'll be joining us. She'll be speaking on how you can build healthy relationship by maximizing your social media. So she'll be speaking on that, how you can build healthy relation. She's very, very good in that area. Esther is one person that builds quality relationship with quality people. And okay, I was saying it somewhere yesterday or maybe a day before yesterday that there is one thing more powerful than money, and that is relationship. So you need to know how you can maintain, you can sustain good relationship and powerful relationship with people. So you don't know what will happen tomorrow. There are some things that money cannot give to you except relationship. There are some things that you cannot get with money, but relationship will get it for you. So Esther will be coming here tonight to do justice to that topic: how you can build relationship, how you can sustain good and quality relationship with people by just using your social media, by just using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, anyone you want, by just using it. So she's coming here tonight to talk about that. So let us go back to yesterday again. I spoke on what Fortune said yesterday. So we had two speakers. The second speaker was Eneh Ezekiel. She spoke on Facebook ads, how you can use ads to triple or double or 10 times your sales. So yesterday she spoke on advertisements, that uh ad is just like an amplifier for your product. And she made mention of something again, that if your product is not selling organically, like from you to like your normal audience, if you don't sell, then you cannot even sell when you run ads, because for people who know you, for them not to trust you to give you your money, to give you their money to buy your product, then what is the guarantee that when you run ads you will make that sale? So start small, but don't remain small. Start small. Start with your present audience. Start with organic ads first before you start running ads like Facebook ad, Instagram ads, YouTube, all kind of ads, Google ads, before you go into that. So start small, then go higher. Don't remain higher. Believe that like you can't remain small. You can't play small. So you have to go higher. And I think she mentioned something again about lead generation, that you cannot keep showing your product to the same people for like 2 months, 3 months, even a month. Every week you are showing that's your product to same people, like same set of people. Today, tomorrow, next week, another week, you are showing that product to the same people, and you expect different results. That's don't let me use like any other word. That's like you are repeating that mistake. You are repeating. It does not make sense. So try to use lead generation. And what do we mean by lead generation is you are generating new people. You are getting new people to into your contact. It might be email, it might be WhatsApp, it might be Facebook. You are generating new people to your uh, list. You are generating new people to your list. Okay. So if you can hear me, let me know, please. I was talking on what Eneh Ezekiel said yesterday during our session. So if you can hear me, let me know. I talked on what Fortune said already. So if you missed yesterday's session, it's still up for replay. So you can just go and watch it and drop a comment. Like the video and try to subscribe to this channel. Yes, let's support each other. So We are giving out this for free, so I don't think that is too much for you to give us. Try to subscribe to this channel and like this video. So start small, but don't remain small. Start with organic ads, then you can now start to run Facebook ads or any other ads. Okay, before she joins us, she will join us in like 10 more minutes more. Yes. She will join us by 8 p.m. And this is 7:51. We have like 9 more minutes. So uh I was talking about lead generation. So try to bring new people to your contacts. It can be WhatsApp by giving them like maybe just a free thing. It can be a free book from my own. It was a free class, then I diverted it to free book because class can be somehow draining. So it can be free book, maybe like 10 pages, 5 pages. It doesn't have to be more, it doesn't have to be too long. Your lead generation, your lead magnet should not be too long. Your lead magnet should not like exceed like 20 pages so that they can grab everything and come back for more. That is one mistake people make. All your value, everything you know, you just put everything inside that lead magnet. Oh, welcome, Rachel, welcome. So you pour everything into that lead magnet and you are complaining that they are not coming back to you, they are not coming back for more. Why? Because firstly, it appears too boring. Thank you for joining, Rachel. The second person is hiding, and the other person too is hiding. So, welcome. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Don't forget that and like this video. So, don't let your lead magnet to be very, very long. If it's book, it can be like 10 pages. Even if it's 5 pages, is okay. So far, it is value filled. So, don't let it be too long. And if it's training, I don't see any reason for a free training, a lead magnet to be like 1 week, 7 days, 10 days. No, your lead magnet should be like 2 days, at most 3 days. The work of lead magnet or lead magnet is to help you to generate your new audience, people who are interested people who are interested in what you sell, people who are interested in what you do. That is the work of lead generation. So it will help you to mix the cold audience and warm audience. Your cold audience are people who don't know what to do yet, people who are new to your offer, people who are new to your product. Those are cold audience. So you need to warm them up like cold soup. So your warm audience are people who already know what to do, but there is no trust yet. They are yet to trust you with their money. So, but like hot, very, very hot audience are people who know what you do, they know your offer, so they know you very well. So, the cold audience are your new lead. So, try to shorten your lead magnet. Try to shorten your lead magnet. Don't let it be too long. Then you can now run ads toward that lead magnet because you are gathering people from different states, different countries to your list. You can draw them to your email, you can draw them to your WhatsApp, to any place you want them to go. That is the work of lead generation. I think someone came to my inbox yesterday to ask about this. So that is the work of lead generation in running ads, in making more money, in to help you to double or triple your sales. So that is the power of lead generation. So lead generation is a process. The thing you are promoting, the thing you are using to draw them is called lead magnet. That's why we call it lead magnet. I'm not a lead magnet, lead generation coach. I'm just talking on what Winner Ezekiel said yesterday. We're just doing recap before the first speaker for tonight will come in. So if you have any question about yesterday, you can just drop it, then we will give an answer to it before Esther will come tonight. So Esther will be talking on how you can build LD, like not just relationship, LD relationship, by just leveraging on your social media, by leveraging on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any social media you want. So she's very, very good at this. She will come and teach us how we can build, how we can sustain, how we can maintain quality relation. Because there are some things that money cannot buy. Don't let us deceive ourselves. It's not everything money will buy. There are some things that good relationship will give us for free. It will give to us for free. And that then money will just be useless because we have that money, but money will not be. But when you have good relationship with someone who is in charge of that thing, you will get that thing easily. So Esther is here tonight. Your skill is not enough. In my book, from a newbie to a highly paid graphic designer, Zen Simon said one important thing you need to add to your skill is relationship. Your relationship with God, your relationship with your colleague, your relationship with your customers is very, very important apart from your skill. That is why some people who are not even skilled like you, they are not skillful like you. They are making more sales. They are getting more clients than you. It's not about your skill alone. You can be very, very good. You can be damn good about your skill. You can know how to design. You can know how to do video. You can know how to record voiceovers. But you need good relationship. Like big deals, they are not closed outside. Like they are not closed publicly. They are closed in one corner. There are some secret places that those deals are being closed. So tonight, Esther then Wiggy will be here to to like set us on fire. To set us on fire on the topic relationship, like building quality relationships. So she'll be here tonight to do justice to that. But before she comes, she'll be here in the next 3 minutes. So, as a smart woman, you're here to drop your location. Drop your location. I can see a man here. I can see a man here. Okay, you're welcome. So, drop your location, subscribe to this YouTube channel, share this video to your friends, share it with them, female friends. So let them know that we've started day 2 of Ignition Summit 2022. Let them know. So, and okay, let me just add this to what Fortune said yesterday. Fortune spoke on the business of your talent. So some people don't actually know what their talent is. Your talent must not be like singing, it must not be dancing, it must not be maybe talking, or even if you can talk. Number one, if you have sweet voice and maybe you are fluent with any language, or maybe Pidgin, English, Igbo, Yoruba, and you are very, very fluent with that, with those languages, or maybe just one, and you know that your voice, even you can develop that voice, you can make it sweet, you can go into voiceover acting. That is what patriotism does. So I know someone who does pidgin voiceover alone. Pidgin. Her name is Gift. I've forgotten her surname. So she does pidgin voiceover alone. So if you are good with Yoruba, you can go into that. You listen to radio adverts, you watch TV adverts, you hear the voice. Those are voice over. So, and they pay huge amounts of money to get those adverts done. So if you have that boldness, if you have confidence, and you have something in this place, you can go into public speaking. Public speaking is like you standing in front of people, sharing value. I think this is even a must-have skill for everybody. Public speaking is a must-have skill for everybody. Everybody, go and learn it. Public speaking. If you know how to speak well, then public speaking is for you. Then another talent is dancing. I think dancing, or yes, if you know how to blend colors, if you know how to match colors, if you know how to style people, if you know how to dress well, that's another talent. You can monetize it. I know many people that pay huge amount of money to just hire stylists to come and style them up. That is one part of talent. Your talent does not have to be something too big. Everybody wants to sing. No, it's not everybody that will sing. So just know that gift, that talent that you have, then be ready to monetize it. So that is what we call business of your talent, the business of your talent. So it's 8 p.m. already. and our guest speaker will be here soon, 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 soon. So our guest speaker for tonight is Esther. Then we will be enjoying this session from 7:30 that we started. Drop fire emoji. Don't be stingy. Drop fire emoji if you've been enjoying the recap that I've been sharing, the fortune recap, winner recap. Even yesterday, our moderator Comfort. Oh my God, that session was so value filled. So she spoke about the full meaning of smart. She spoke about the full meaning of S. S is smart. M is multitasking. A is, I think, articulate, or yes. R is ruthless. Another thing, I forgot about T. So she spoke about the full meaning of smart yesterday. So that yesterday was like, it was sweet. So we have the replay. You can still go and watch the replay on this channel. So before Esther comes in, let's do introduction of our guest speaker for tonight. So I'm gonna read her profile to you. Like, she's not that person. She's extraordinary. She When she smiles like this, oh my God. So let me read her profile. Let me read her bio to you. Esther Wiggy is a copywriter by skill and an educationist by profession. She seeks to use her wealth of experience to bring success to businesses and put smiles on the faces of customers. I'm smiling already. So smile is a universal language that even pain understands. When the process is well taken care of, it will always produce more money. Sharing knowledge for the transformation of lives is one thing she loves doing. She speaks on growth, personal development, everything copywriting, organic lead generation, digital influence. Over the past 2 years, she's had the pleasure of writing advertising copy, websites copy, email copy, and build sales landing pages for many top brands in different niches, most especially the personal development world. She has contributed ideas for transformation, assist in making sure programs are successful, to which the end goal is to put smiles on our faces. So Esther Odemwigi will be right here. That's like, just let me see fire. Someone is giving us fire already. Thank you for giving us that fire. So tonight, Esther will be talking on building healthy relationship by maximizing social media. So she will be here tonight to talk about that. She'll be here tonight to talk about that. So, uh, Rachel, where are you joining us from? Let us know where are you joining us from. So I was talking before she joins us. Let's just go back to where I was coming from. So about business of the talents. Apart from talents, if you like, I don't believe any nobody has. I don't believe anybody does not have talent. So let's just uh leave out talent for now. There are some skills that you can learn as a lady, as a woman. There are some skills that even you don't have to leave your house, you don't have to leave your room before you start monetizing the skills. Apart from your talent, there are some skills that you can learn. This summit is about skills you can do with your laptop, with your phone, digital skills or your talent, that you don't need to stress yourself under the sun. Now you don't need to labor so hard to get money. Those are the things we want you to achieve in this summit. That's our aim for you. That is why we call you smart woman. So you're a smart woman if you're here, and if you're a man too, you're a smart man. Congratulations for being here. So there are some skills that you can do that it will not affect you, even if you're a student or if you are a 9 to 5 worker, it will not affect you. Number one is copywriting. Our guest speaker for tonight, she's a copywriter. So copywriting is just like you are persuading your audience to buy what you sell. Most of the products you've been buying, most of the products you've bought in the past, maybe like for example, I once bought a Slimity maybe a few years back because of like the copy, like They really sold me out. The copy converted me. Like, I bought that slim tea. And there are some things, there are some products that you bought because of the copy. So those words they use to convince you is what we call copy, is what we call sales copy, is what we call copywriting. So copy can be in different way. It can be email copy, it can be advertising copy, it can be landing page copy, any copy. But the goal of a copy is to bring in sales, is to sell one particular offer. So that is the work of copy. And copy is just like writing, thinking, and writing it down. Copywriting is different from content writing. I'm still going back to content writing. So when you write copy, the aim of that copy is to bring in sales. Maybe you want to sell a phone, you want to sell, like, maybe you are selling ring lights, or you are selling iron, you are selling blender. So you are given that work to write something, you are given work to write a copy. So that copy is what the audience will read. That is what they will hear. If it's going to be like a voiceover, that is what they will hear. So that is what we bring in sales for them. So content writing and content creation is different from copywriting. Copywriting is to bring in sales. Why content writing is to create awareness, to educate. We have different kind of content. We have written, we have visual, we have audio, and we have infographics. So written content is the one you write, you type, you can write it out. All those posts you see, like all those maybe Instagram post or Facebook post or LinkedIn post, the one they write is called written content. And we have different kind. I cannot explain everything here tonight because we are waiting for our guest speaker. So there are different kind of content. We have customer. We have business to business, we have business to consumer. So we have different kind of content. So content writing and creation is to create awareness for your product, is to educate people, is to educate your audience about your product. So content creation is not about bringing in sales. That is the work of copywriting. So uh skit makers uh like Mr. Funny, like Tauma, they're involved in video content. They're involved in visual content. They are giving us content. They are giving us content to consume. So they are visual content. They are video content. So there are some there are audio content too, like podcasts, like music, their audio content, we consume them. You see sometimes you just be singing one song unconsciously you be singing a song without knowing. So that is like you've consumed that content. Maybe they are educating you, or they are entertaining you. You are consuming that content. So we have infographics. That is like design. It is not just plain content. Again, it is not plain. You add color, you add image, you add shapes, you have any other thing again on the graphics. That is what we call infographics content. So that is not just about what's it called, it's not just about writing alone. You have another thing added to it to make it beautiful. So those are kind of content we have. So I guess guest speaker is still on the way. Maybe a network. So another thing, okay, let me just go to, like, let me come down a little bit to content, types of content creation we have. We have for entertaining, that is for skit makers or maybe singers, they are entertaining us. Some post on maybe on your social media platforms just to educate you, like you'll be seeing comment that, okay, I learned another thing today. That is to educate you. Why some are just to catch fun, that is to entertain you. And it's not every content that entertains you that does not have anything to learn from. There are some there are some educative content that comes in form of entertaining content. So You just have to know your audience and the kind of content they need so that you can know the kind of language they understand. So that is another part of content creation. And when we talk about uh, the brand, you are creating content for another brand business. That is that you are, it's just official. It will not be like you are creating content for consumers. So that is B2B, we call it business to business content. Then we have B2C, that's business to consumer. It's just like Picnic or any other brand. They are creating content for we direct user. So that is business to consumer content. So try to make research on them. I cannot explain everything here tonight. So I'm just opening our eyes to different skills, different talents we can monetize without stepping out of our house, without going under the sun, without stressing ourselves to make money. There are like those many people don't even they don't believe that they can make money online, and that is like it's a lie. You can make money online. I don't have a physical office. I make my money 100% money online. I make my money from my graphic design skill. So another skill I'll be talking about is my skill, which is graphic design. You can you can do design with laptop and you can do it with smartphone. I do it with both. People know me for smartphone graphic designer. Like most people know me for designing with smartphone. So I believe there's nothing that can limit you. If you have a smartphone, if you have a data, if you have mobile data, there's nothing that can limit you again except your mindset. So graphic design is like you have different kind of audience you can serve. If you are into graphic design, there are different kind of audience you can serve. We have church flyers, we have other event flyers, we have book cover design, we have brand identity, we have logo design, we have user experience, we have user interface, all that kind of, like we have branding, different niches under graphic design. So you just figure out the one you can do. Like I noticed that the kind of my personality is like I cannot do something boring. Never. I cannot go into a niche that is boring. So I try to find out the kind of niche that suits my personality. Like I can see something and crack joke with it. So I want that thing, something that will be very, very fun for me while doing it. So that's why I stick to flyer design and book cover design, because I tend to find some interesting thing about title alone. Title. When I see title, or when I see a concept, when I see a book cover title, maybe you give me a book cover design to design, and you give me that title, like just by seeing that title, I'll be thinking so many things. Why another person cannot do that? So try to know your personality, try to know your belief, try to know the kind of thing you can do, try to know your strengths, try to know your weakness, try to know anything you can do that will suit your personality. So graphic design, you can do it with smartphone. I will recommend some apps you can use if you are new to graphic design, and you can go on. If you don't have money to pay a coach for now, there are numerous tutorials on YouTube that you can learn. You can go on YouTube and learn graphic design. There are some keywords you can just type and it will bring like tons of videos for you, tons of tutorials for you. So you can download for Android users, you can download Pixel Lab on Play Store. But for iPhone users, we don't have Pixel Lab on iPhone, so you can just download Canva, or you can go to canva.com, canva.com. That's the website. So you can just start designing. Canva uses data, but Pixel Lab does not use data. You don't have to have data before you can start designing with Canva. So I use Pixel Lab most of the time. It is very, very easy for me. So far, you have your stock photos available, you have the title available, you have the color you want to use, you have it, you've written it down, you have the title, you have everything, then you are good to go. If it's logo you want to design, you have the concept sketch. First sketch the concept you want to do, sketch it out, then you are good to go. Remember I said work according to what works for your personality. So graphic design is another high income skill that you can do as a lady. I'm a lady and I do it too, and it brings me money, it pays my bills. So you can go into graphic design skill, and if you have a laptop, you can start with CorelDRAW or Photoshop. Yeah, you can start. There are many tutorials online too that you can watch to start as a beginner. So that is for graphic designing. Then another thing is virtual assistant. This is like you are just like personal assistant, and there are some platforms that you can register on to be a virtual assistant. That you have to, it's just like you are submitting your application to people, you are submitting your application to company that you want to work with them. So that is what virtual assistant is about. I'm sorry, that is what virtual assistant is about. Just like you are helping someone who is very, very busy out to help them to ease the stress of them. So that is the work of personal assistant. You can go to upwork.com. You can leverage on Upwork. You can go to LinkedIn. You have to have some basic skills. You have to have some basic skills, digital skills that you can work with, like writing. I think writing is one basic skill you should have. Writing, know how to communicate. Communication is very, very essential. Know how to write. Know how to write professional writings. Know how to test in full. Right? Know how to type in full. It's not every time you'll be writing how are you as HW as I'll know how to type in full. A smart woman does not type with short abbreviations. So sorry. So you can go for virtual assistant. You know how to reply mails. You can check out my Facebook post. You can go through my timeline, make a post on how you can start a career in virtual assistant. So you can check it out, know how to reply to emails, know how to write, know how to communicate. So those are what they need in that area of virtual assistant. So that is another thing you can do as a lady. No, we are talking about lady here, so that is another thing you can do from your bed. Yes, from your bed without standing out. If you have your mobile phone, if you have your data, if you have your laptop, if you have anything, you don't need to step out. So this summit is about is just to enlighten you on what you can do to make money from your room, from your house, without working, without stressing yourself under the sun. So that is what this summit is all about. So another thing, okay, let me just end it here. This next is the last one I will share with you, and that is affiliate marketing. You may not have a product you are pushing. Maybe you are not that expert yet. You are not professional yet. Maybe you are just starting out and you need money, and you don't have any products. You don't have any offer to push out. There are some people who have gone ahead of you who have products. Who are many offers. Okay, I think our guest is here. She is here. She is here. Our guest is here. Good evening, Esther. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Hey, Debbie. Yeah.
In fact, your picture alone is making me to laugh. Welcome.
You said what?
I said your picture alone is making me to laugh, to smile.
That's what you people see this evening because I'm not I'm not at home right now, and obviously my equipment are not here, so no lights. Where I am
Oh,
currently everywhere is dark, and but I
I
just had to
understand.
manage to show up
Oh,
irrespective of that.
I understand. Welcome. We are glad to have you here tonight. The audience
Yeah,
are
you're
glad to have you.
shining, you're shining, you're glowing.
Ah, thank you. So I've done the introduction. I've told them the topic you are going to be speaking on tonight. I've read that powerful profile. This is my mouth. So I read it for them. So okay, we are not there's no gentleman here tonight. So smart women, ladies with fire, let's welcome
Who
Esther
told you there's no
Odenwe.
gentleman here?
Eh?
I can see one Christopher. One Christopher is here. He's in the
Yes,
comment
yes,
section.
yes. We have one man here. So let's welcome Esther Odenwegi. Welcome, and the floor is yours. Are you there? Okay.
All right. So can you still hear me? All right. So good evening. I wanted to say guys. Okay. Good evening, babes. Good evening, snaps. I'm catching well. Okay. Good evening, babes. Good evening, smart women. Good evening, fan ladies. Thank you so much, Debbie, for this opportunity to talk to my fellow beautiful ladies. So if let me put my phone do not disturb, please. So if at any point you can't hear me, please just let me know so that I won't be talking to myself. All right. So basically, yeah, thanks. So I'm sorry, I'm not showing my picture. Just listen to my voice and hear one or two. That's my face there if you're looking for my face. Or go to Facebook, search me. You see all my pictures, you get tired of staring at my face. So real quick because of our time, I'm going to be talking about maximizing LD relationships through social media, right? So by now you should know that the relationship is not the boyfriend or girlfriend step, right? So let's clear that part. Even if we know that some ladies they still catch their own from social media, like the ones that are getting married tomorrow, amen. Okay, but that's not the relationship we are talking about here. This one we're talking about is how will I put the word now? Okay, just the way Debbie and I, yeah, we are good friends, and it all started from connection on social media, right? Even before we met physically, it all started from connecting on social media. Then we intentionally built the friendship and all of that. So the first thing you must understand about building relationships, right? LD1. I love the topic. It's not just say maximizing relationship, it's say LD relationship. Because there's difference between building relationships and LD relationships, right? Some persons, in as much you just have the contact of a person, by virtue of that, you think you have relationship with the person. And it's a lie, right? You can call the person and the person would not pick, right? You can send the person a DM on WhatsApp, something very important, urgent, even if it's an emergency, and the person might not reply you, right? So when it comes to building LD relationships, the first thing is this person that I know, does the person know me? Right? I know definitely you can't know everybody. Now you must also take note that social media is very wide, yeah. Like me currently, I have over 10,000 followers on Facebook. Obviously, I can't say I have relationship with all those followers. So do not be deceived. I think that's the first point this evening. When it comes to building a relationship, do not confuse it for your large number of followers. Okay, do not confuse it for your large number of followers. So I don't care to know the number of followers you have right now, but then do not confuse it by saying, "Oh, I have relationship with all these people." That's when you post on Facebook most times, even if it's something really personal, you just see few comments most times, right? So even if you have 1,000 person viewing your WhatsApp status like me, do not confuse it. They are just audience. Yes, they are humans, right? So they are your audience, they are your friends, they are people. But when it comes to LD relationships, we have different types. So the first type I'm going to be talking about this evening is I will not call it a cycle because it's that's what is becoming too cliche, but then I'll call it those sets of persons that even if sometimes you'll be like when somebody reach out to me and ask me for gent 2K, blah blah blah, I will not give all these kind of things, right? Just because you've not built, or they themselves, they've not built that LD relationship with you. So the first point you must understand this evening when it comes to building relationships, obviously through social media. 80% of my friends currently, in fact, 90% of my friends currently, friends and all of that, I got them through social media, right? In fact, they are all currently on social media. I've not met some of them. So you must understand the world we are going into right now, right? Even if reality is also there. So The first thing you must begin to understand is that you must have this circle of persons that even if you have emergency currently, right? Even if you have emergency currently, they are the first set of persons you will call, even if it's 10 p.m. at night, and they will listen to you. So don't just go ahead and start building relationships anyhow. Those are the first set of persons you must have in your life. And this does not really matter if you're just starting out or something. Some persons will be like, there's all these influencers. See, let me tell you the truth. I learned this thing very early enough that it's wise. There's I intentionally do this. Sometimes I take out my time and reply chats of this set of persons, right? So it's wise that when it comes to building relationships, don't just aim at doing it with those that are far ahead of you. Please pay attention. When it comes to building relationships, don't just start aiming or looking at those that are way far ahead of you. I don't want to start mentioning names, right? Even to this level I am currently that God has helped me attain, there is still more, right? So definitely there are some persons like way far than me, be it on Facebook, any social media platform, right? So in as much I crave or I have this, oh God, how can I connect or build relationship with this person? Some of them they are far ahead of you already. They are far ahead of you already. So it's very wise that you build with those even coming up. Because you don't even see, there was one time, there's somebody in my life currently, I don't want to mention his name, and I can remember how we connected. So the first thing you must understand when it comes to building relationship, you cannot separate it from connecting first. You don't just jump into building relationship. There's a place of connecting, right? As I tell people, when you go for physical meetings, make sure you connect with people, right? Connect with people, meet people. Drop you, I'm an introvert in your house, connect with people, right? So the first step in building relationship, see, there's no one note here that I'm reading or telling you, okay, these 5 ways you can build or maximize relationship. Just follow me and pick out your points, right? So I'll be touching different areas. Just make sure you listen and pick out your own points that would help you moving forward. So the first step when it comes to this relationship thing is first connection, right? You must first connect with them. And connection does not just, yes, it can start from getting their WhatsApp contact, can start from getting their Facebook username or something, but it doesn't just end there, right? When you go for meetings most times and you see a speaker that you want to build relationship with, sometimes you see hundreds of persons gathering to collect his contact. That's why I tell people that once you collect somebody's contact or you reach out to somebody to connect or something, yeah, make sure the first 1 week, this is very key, please pay attention. When it comes to building relationship through social media, the first 1 week, you can be consistent afterwards, so like very consistent, but the first 1 week, make sure you are consistently showing up on this person's face. Let me explain. There was one time I was trying to build relationship with somebody, not trying. I wanted to build relationship, and you see me. Immediately, the person drops a post on Facebook. I'm among the top first 5 persons to comment. Right, among the top first 5 persons to like. Definitely when you like and comment, Facebook gives them this notification, and the next thing they are seeing is Christopher liked your comments. Christopher commented, right? Rachel just liked your comments. Rachel commented. You see it today and like, okay, maybe it's just one random followers. Tomorrow you see same thing. Like Rachel, who is this one safe? Right? For those that check their notification, definitely some of them does, right? They do rather. So the next day you see the person like he comments, maybe share, right? Next day, like comment, share. Your name is now registered in the person's head. That's one of the ways to also maximize this relationship we are talking about, right? You would not know, you might not even know, but your name is registered already in that person's head. So imagine you're consistent like that over a period of time. Imagine you're consistent like that over a period of time. Please, somebody still following me. Let me know in the comments. Is any beautiful lady still following me? Let me know in the comments.
I'm
Um,
following you.
okay, thank you. Right? So you're showing up in their face. These things might take your time, but you know what you are looking for, right? So building relationship thing, it's an intentional stuff, right? It's an intentional stuff. So just like I was saying initially, I was still talking about social media, definitely not offline. So those parts are the influencers, the persons you look up to, the persons you know that if you really build this connection thing with them and you host a program just like what Debbie is doing or something, and you bring them, you know that that program, by the virtue of their presence, every, like, let me use the word, everywhere will blow during this time. So those ones are people way ahead of us, persons that have paid the sacrifice and all of that. Now we have this sort of persons again that you should build relationship with, right? I know most of you have heard of this one before, which is your peers, right? Which is your peers. Some of you, like I said, you look far. Build relationship with people like Emeka Nubis. You want to build relationship with people like Paul Force, Steve Harris, what's their name now? John Obidi, all the tough people, right? Then you forget those persons. I don't know if you follow me very well on Facebook, you would notice one cycle. Yes, we might not be this type that talk every day, right? You see a cycle of people like Debbie, what's their name? Paul, yeah. Um, if you follow me on Facebook, you will see the cycle of persons I'm trying to talk about. These persons, I see them as, yeah, some of them might be older than me, obviously, right? I might be older than some, but you would notice that the thing is like a pair, like a pair cycle. Let me call it like that, right? A pair cycle. So for you also listening to me right now, you should build such a cycle. It's not all the time you're trying to break into cycles higher than you, right? Those persons, see, the funny thing is this, when it comes to building relationship, right? If for example now, this is my offer, there's currently running 5K a day challenge, and I'm building relationship with people like John Obidi. For example, even if the relationship is established, by virtue of honor or something, I can't go to his DM and tell him to help me publicize my offer. I can't, right? Because of, it's not as though he will beat me or something, but you just honor and reverence him to that extent. So even if I have a relationship with Emeka Nobis, I can't go and tell him, except maybe he just decides to say, Esther, share me your flyer, let me repost for you, which obviously it's difficult most times, right? So I can't really go and meet him. Even if I've built relationship with Trisha Bees, I can't really go and meet her to say help me repost. But you see this prayers, this group of people, you understand yourself, you are growing together. That's the word, yeah. You are growing together. You can reach out to them. Some of them, David, I will still reach out to David to help me post, right? If they reach out to me, says help me, I will still share for free because the chain is there, right? Do you understand? So these are set of persons that you build relationship with. That you can reach out to say, ah, guy, Alpha, help me share this thing. They won't only post on their WhatsApp status. They will go as far as putting it on their Facebook, like the real public. They'll put it there and they'll be happy recommending you. So this pairs thing is very important. You must find your own. Not all the time you want to break into relationships that are higher than you. So, but make sure you also have those ones, right? Those ones you really learn from. Like, you always look forward to the stuff they are putting out. Be humble enough to know the difference between this set of persons. You know, as ladies, we should not be proud. Some persons are so proud that people that they ought to be growing together with, right? That when they see their post, they should like, comment, or something just to strengthen that relationship. You see them, they don't care about them. They are just looking at those, like those top girls on social media, right? That's why you see me so I'm intentional about it. It's not because I have time like that. But you see me when they post like this, I try and engage. So that's another way to maximize a healthy relationship. I can remember one time there's this friend of mine, right? There's this service she offers. So somebody was in need of that service. Yeah, build relationship with your peers. That one is very important. Because these are persons that would recommend you and all of that. So somebody was looking for a service. And the person reached out and was like, can you recommend some? It was very big stuff. I tried remembering her name, I could not. Hey Jesus. But I knew me and this person, we are very close. You know that moment when somebody like Rachel, for example, she will know that okay, Esther and I we are close, but when somebody say, okay, I'm looking for a copywriter or something, and she's trying to remember my name or any of her friends that is into copywriting, and that moment she's stuck. She's like, good. Oh, I tried. Like I was trying to remember, and I could not. Then I just told the person that, oh, I could not. There was nothing I could do. Because if I go to my WhatsApp status and say, can anybody, I'm looking for somebody who offers this service, people will come to my DM and start saying, I do, and it will be difficult, right? So I just had to tell the person that, whoa, ah, just look for somebody else. I could not. The relationship was there, but yes, we might say it's LD. Now the next question is, this person you've built relationship with, at that point, why couldn't I remember her name? It's simple. She was not always before my face. That's why I told you that one of the ways to strengthen or build the healthy relationship is you being before their faces all the time. Now, when I say you being before their faces, like those your peers or people higher than you or people learning from you, it's not you like showing up with content daily or something. It's by virtue of you engaging. Do you understand? It's by virtue of you engaging. I'm not saying you start spending all your time engaging their post on social media, you'll be one at. You should have time for yourself too. But once you see their post, even if it's just like that's one of the greatest way to strengthen this thing. I know there is the other parts of volunteering and those ones they are too flogged already. But this one is underrated, is the least talked about, right? Out of all the social medias, Facebook is where I'm most active. Yeah, WhatsApp, Facebook, where I'm not. I have presence everywhere, though, but I'm more active on Facebook, right? So you see me. If they upload like 5 pictures, I will enter into the pictures and be liking them one by one. And Facebook will give you notification, and you will be indebted. That's the next thing. There are some persons. There are some persons that you build relationship with that they may never buy from you. It's not because they are wicked. They don't just need that service. For example, I'm a copywriter. Some of my peers, some of my friends, they might not come for me to write a copy for them, not because they are bad or not because they don't want to give me money, but they don't just need the service. So rest, right? But a time will come when somebody will be in need of my service and they will say, I know somebody that can do it. Have I done it for them before? No. But because relationship is a currency, yeah, the relationship is there. So when it comes to that other part, you see, they'll be indebted to you for life. Hmm. Some of you don't know this part. Some people do things for people not because of anything, but just because of that indebtedness. If there's any English word like that, let me explain. You see somebody that's always there for you, sharing your stuff, liking, commenting. Okay, that's engagement generally, yeah, and all of that. A time will come when the person wants to sell something, the person will not ask you to help post, but you'll be the one say, share me your flyer, let me share for you. Obviously, we cannot talk about social media and rule out the part of selling. And you'll not be wondering, what happened? They're indebted to you already for life. Yeah, they're indebted to you already for life. So it's very, very key. In case you are here this evening listening to me and you've not been paying attention to that peer part, sometimes I refer to them as my online in-laws. I catch crews like that. I know what I'm doing. Everything is being intentional, right? I know what I'm doing. See me sometimes calling them online in-laws. Will I go and call Emeka no be his online in-law? Will I go and call John Obi the online in-law? I can't. But you see that pairs, make sure you form that cycle. Make sure you form that cycle, right? It was one of them, one of these my peers. It does not necessarily mean we're in one WhatsApp group where all of us meet daily and all of that. That one is like a deep part of building a relationship when you're not talking about your corner, your very out of all those many people on social media, right? The ones that can really know you're in and out. Do you understand? So you reached out to me. I was like, Esther, see, I beg. Can I get 15K from? Let me do this. Immediately I sent to you. So that's another advantage when you build this ready relationship we're talking about, right? I'm not saying you should start building the relationship for the purpose of asking. That's one way to kill relationship. Do I am right now? Even if the person is part of my peers, and every time he reaches out is ask money, ask. The time will come, I'll not pay attention to him anymore. So make sure as you are using one hand to build relationship, you are not using your other hand to cut it down, right? Don't be the type that always ask. Make sure you also have something you are bringing to the table when it comes to that's another part of building healthy relationship. Make sure you always have something you are bringing, something you are contributing. That's when you become valuable. That's when they can't do without you. Do you understand? When you have something you always contribute. When you have something you always contribute. So because of time, let's look at another aspect when it comes to building relationship. I've talked about engagement generally. That one is very key. Take out time every day. They post every day. In fact, these days I was telling my friend yesterday, I was like, I beg Facebook they tire me. It was like, what happened? As everybody is just posting. I beg. Because they tell us show up with content daily. This days sef a post that is very long. I don't have strength. I will not lie. I don't read. But I know sometimes it's full of value. So I might go back and read. Right. That's why if you've noticed, maybe you are here, you follow me on Facebook, or I follow you on Facebook, you notice that sometimes I like your post. Once I'm just scrolling Facebook like this, even if I don't read to the end or something, I give you a like. That's the least form of engagement I can do to build the relationship. I just give you a like. And before you know, my name is before your face. If you can remember yesterday, you can remember smell you. I'm just there. So you must invest in being in people's face at all time. That's the first step of building or maximizing healthy relationship, right? You being before their faces at all times. And I've talked about okay, relationships with currency. Yeah, definitely. That one, nobody should even argue that one. It's the first form of currency, it's not even money. That's why if somebody come and meet me right now and maybe bring somebody very not necessarily influential, right? And be like, okay, between this money now and this person that has results and this person that can take like just by mentioning your name in a room full of opportunities, like you are sold out already. I'll choose the person over the money, right? You can use money, spend it, and it's go. But you see relationship. Hmm, hmm. It's very deep. It's very, very deep. A minute, please. Let me take water. It's very, very deep. Yeah. All right. So another thing must begin to pay attention to is that you must study people, know what they like. Hmm. I could remember how somebody built relationship with an influencer. I've talked about peers already. What happened was she was about I cannot really remember about launching a course and the person did something for her that would bring more sales and all of that. And man, the person was like, God. Hmm. The thing is, that influencer can never forget that person. Do you understand? So when it comes to building relationship with top people, right? People you look up to, be observant. Don't just be doing gra. Let me put it like that. Be observant, right? Know their need. Mm. Do what? Know their need. I could remember, I think few weeks back, Saimeka Nubi, some of you know if you are very active on Facebook, he made a post and it was publicizing this guy that does flyer for him. You would notice that since the guy started doing flyers for him, that there are some certain flyers that comes up with some funny captions, right? And you would notice that the flyers are top notch, like you will see the difference. You will see the difference. Now, without I'm not sure that guy even asked, because I know Emeka no be. I'm not sure he asked as please come help me post. So he talked about the guy and saw this training, and I'm very sure people jumped in, right? Aside the fact that that person we that person will talk about you and all of that. The thing is, the relationship is there already. When anybody reaches out to you moving forward and say, Omo, I need a designer for this stuff, the first person you would refer to is that person that solved his need. So when it comes to maximizing what is it called now, healthy relationship through social media, you must begin to identify the need of these persons you are trying to build relationship with. Identify their need. As at yesterday, in this 5K day challenge, something happened. Somebody was asking that how would she, what did she ask again, sef? I'm sorry. Okay, she was asking how would she know the number of persons that have clicked on her link, blah 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 blah, those affiliating for the program. I was like, I will do a video and show you later. Well, I was so busy, so I chilled. Before you know, somebody reached out to me. I was like, ma, this thing you said you would do. I'm sure you're very busy or something. I've done it. Can I share in the group with your permission? I was like, yeah, fine, go ahead. So at that point, the person saved me that stress, right? The person saved me that stress. By virtue of that, relationship have started already. Do you understand? So the ability, this is very key. The ability for you, yes, be humble observant while building relationship with people. You must be observant. Everybody, we have needs. We have one needs or the other. There was a flyer somebody did for me for this challenge for free that has brought in sales. How did I know? I know my offer is crazy too, by the grace of God. But I uploaded the flyer, and it was that flyer people were replying that send your account details from that flyer. Like, somebody reply your WhatsApp status. That was the flyer they were replying to send your account details. Because the flyer was so clean. I uploaded it yesterday. It was so fine. Somebody even asked, was like, who designed this flyer? Send me the number. So if that person reaches out to him, he has gotten a client, Abby. And because he did that free stuff for me that was very fair, not minding that I didn't pay, relationship is there already. In fact, he reached out to me. I was like, he wants to pay for ads on my WhatsApp status. On the norm, it's 5,000 naira for 24 hours. I told him, okay, he should pay 2,000 as against 5,000. Do you understand? Other times, if you reach out, I can tell him, okay, I'll put it up for you for free. So, outside all those benefits around it, the major thing is the relationship thing. Do you understand? So you must be able to do what? Oh, Peace John is life. Or she doesn't know. Okay. So the major thing there is you must be able to identify their need. Everybody, we have needs, right? We have needs. So this one that Peace John came to my live session is my time up. Good evening, ma. Okay.
Good evening.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I did fine. Oh. So we all have needs. So if you must build and sustain this relationship thing, be observant so that you'll be able to identify their needs. And if you can solve it, please go ahead. If you can, please go ahead. I know somebody at a time, she was trying to connect with an influencer, and that influencer needed something. She where is it called now? She does not provide such services. She does not offer such services. She has to pay somebody to offer such services to the person in her name. That's how they built relationship. It was somebody, right? Somebody with Janobidi. I will not mention the person's name. That's how their relationship started. And that thing was what, like, it was very expensive. So to build this relationship thing or maximize it through social media, obviously, right? So you must be able to identify a need, study them. They might not come out and say it publicly and say, oh, I need this thing, who can help me out? Some of them will never, because they have the money. But maybe at one point or the other, they've not really seen it as a thing of importance or something, right? So you go there and solve it, and they will never forget you for life. That's it. They will never forget you for life. I can remember I built a healthy relation. Okay, I don't know if I should say this. Emeka Nobi's and I, like, I would say we have a healthy relationship, right? several things resulted to it and all of that. But I think one of the ways it actually happened, should I talk about it? Okay, it was also identifying this need of a thing that I'm talking about, right? Identifying a need, a stuff. In fact, the first day I went to his office in PH, when I got there, we got talking. I was like, so I came to see you, blah blah. Then I went to invite him for the big game conference, the virtual version. By the grace of God, maybe next year will be the physical version. So he was like, okay, Esther, okay. I was like, sir, I was the person that was like, before you know, he stood up, he hugged me. I was like, ah, we started talking. I was afraid before that he might not even come to be a keynote speaker and all of that. Immediately I told him after we've talked and everything, like, Santo, he was like, I beg, when is it? Do you need my picture? Do you need this? 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 Right? When I told him the need and the stuff I did and all of that. So if you must be valuable before the eyes of this person you have built relationship with, you must identify in it, study them, right? Study them. It's not all the time you reach out to them and say, ma, if you need, some people are very funny. I don't answer such people because I don't know. I don't answer them. Right? Be like, ma, if you need anything that I can help you with, you let me know. So if I need something, I'm looking for someone, I'm not gonna meet you. It's not pride or something. I rather I'll go and pay. Instead of me to come and meet and say I need this thing. Most of us will not do it, or most influencers. I know I'm not yet influencer. Most influencers, they will not do it. People like Debbie, they cannot we cannot come to your gym and say, okay, this is what I need, this is what I need. So instead of it to be broad as such, be specific by being observant, right? So I think that's where, right? So I think I'll be drawing the curtain there. I've touched several areas, okay? So if we have questions, let's take one or two before I go. Please, if you have questions, let's take one or two before I go. Do we have any question? Let me check the comments. We'll be looking for them up and down. I swear. Because you're the one that reached out to them now, so they'll be using you to play. So Debbie, that's all for now. Thank you so much for having me. Debbie, are you there? Debbie has left me.
Yes, I'm here.
And network is bad.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Oh, okay. I guess Esther is not there. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Am I audible? Can you see me too? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. It was my network. Oh. I guess Esther left already. Okay, so we have a question. In a case we are building a sustainable relationship and it seems the other person is not flowing with it, what can we do? Okay. So I bought for you. Alright, so I'm coming. Alright, so Esther is not here again, but before our next speaker we come live, let me just talk about that. Okay, you are building a sustainable relationship and it seems the other person is not flowing with it. What can you do? If you can hear me, what can you do? If you can, all right, I think that's my network. Can you still hear me? So I was giving an answer to that question. It seems you can't hear me, right? So I will give an answer to that question first. The person, and it seems the other person is not flowing with it. What can you do? So I'll just give a simple answer to that question. So try to know your place in people's life. Your friend, you might not be a friend or his friend. Like, are you your friend's friend? Try to know your place in people's life. Can you still hear me, please? If you can hear me, please let me know. Let me know, please. Let me know if you can hear me. So try to know your place in people's life. Never assume you are very, very important in people's life. Okay, you can hear me. Never assume you are important in people's life. Especially like few months now, like maybe few weeks back or few months back, when the rate of like japa is going higher in Nigeria, you will just hear them. After they get to that place, they will just call you, okay, I left the country. And you'll be imagining, she's my friend, he's my friend. So try to know your place in people's life. And if they are not giving you the vibe you are giving to them, like it is not a crime to leave that friendship. It is not a crime. So look out for yourself first before you look out for other people. So if the person is not flowing with it, you can give that person a space. Let that person value you, let that person know your worth before or you can speak to that person, but try to know your place in people's life. Never assume you are very, very important in their life. I might call you my friend, but you may not even know me as your friend. You may not think of me as your friend. You might just think of me like I'm just your Facebook friend. I'm just on your WhatsApp list. Like I'm not your friend. So try to know your role. Try to know who you are in people's life. So it will save you a lot of like premium tests. So it will save you a lot of stress. So our next speaker was here before. I guess it's because of my network. So she's not here again, but she will join us soon. So thanks to Esther. Like that session was very, very like fireful. It was loaded. So let me just buttress on Esther's point a little bit. We call this life 100%. We have 100%. And you cannot divide 100 into three parts equally. So I read this from Joe Biden like maybe 4 or 3 years ago. He called it the 33 rule. That is 33, 33, 30 makes 99. 33 times 3, it makes it 99. So divide that 99 into three parts. We have 33, we have another 33, that's another 33 again, equal. We have 33, 33, 33. So the first 33 is the people below you, like upcoming people who are learning from you. You can build relationship with them. You can connect with them. You can form your like relationship you can form it with them. So that is the first 33% of people who learn from you, people who are coming up. Esther talked about that. So we are waiting for the next speaker. So I'm trying to talk more about what Esther said. So the following 33% is your peer. Let's start talking about that. Like peer, your peer, people who you learn together, people who you vibe together, you just together, people who you learn together. So they are your peer. They are the other 33%. Like they are the other 33% set of people. Then the next set of people are the people who are higher than you, people who you learn from. You should not give attention to who those who are higher than you than those who are learning from you. You should give them the same amount of attention. The way you learn from people who have gone ahead of you is the way you should learn from your peer. Is the way you should learn from people who are coming after you. You know this life is so pregnant. Someone who is coming after you can even go ahead of you later. So that is why it is not good to just follow who have gone ahead of you. Just follow who have gone ahead of you. So so that is why it is not good to just follow those who have gone ahead of you. Just follow them. Those who are below you, 33% for your peers, then the other 33% for people who you learn from. So don't give one attention than other. So our next speaker will be talking on personal branding, a tool for building authority. Personal branding. We know that personal branding is very, very important as we are working online, even offline self. Personal branding is online. The reason you are buying something, you are buying a product is because of maybe the founder. So that is what we call personal branding. Like some people now, they know Joe BD, but they don't know another, like maybe like South Africa. When you tell them South Africa, they don't know it, but when you mention Joe BD, they know him. So personal brand is like your name, your face, your personality. So she's going to talk about personal brand tonight. I hope she joins us soon. Maybe my network really interrupted before, so I'm really sorry. So let me read her profile to us. Miss John is a high ticket offer strategist and branding coach. She helps her clients by clearing their money mind blocks, turning their imperfection into premium style, and teaching them to master sales. She is on a mission to help as many queens ditch their self-sabotaging beliefs, not minding their skin type, family background, past experiences, and become righteously rich. Righteously. So, in conclusion, you can create a fun business on your watch that gives your time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom without sacrificing your soul. So she will join us soon on uh personal branding. So before she joins us, before she takes over, so I'll just talk about branding a little bit, about personal branding, why you need personal branding before the coach comes on, before she comes to talk about it. So we are using that to buy time before she comes. So you need to build your personal brand. I was talking about South Africa and Jobidi. The reason you are buying something, maybe you know Jobidi but you don't know South Africa, is because he has built his personal brand. The reason you maybe, so for some people now they don't know what Smart Brands Africa is, but they know that they are Bola. Because I've built my personal brand. Personal brand is just like you, like the founder or the face behind the company, the face behind behind the brand, the personality behind the brand to make it work. So that is the work of personal brand. And I do advise people that before you push out your corporate brand, before you push out your business brand, business brand, try to start with your personal brand. Many people know Fortune Andy, but not everybody know what Ventus is. So when you talk about the founder, we they we they be moved, we they be convinced to work with that brand. So your personal brand is very, very important. Not everybody know Bell Africa, but when you mention the name Enosam, people will they will know the founder. So that is what personal branding means. So you need to take your personal branding seriously. You need to take it serious. I see some people make mistake. They are at the early stage of building their brand, but I made that mistake, so I made it. So at the beginning of my career, at the beginning of starting out online, I started with different kind of business name. I started with Debbie Multimedia Concept, then I later changed it to Debbie Multimedia Company without building my personal brand, without having a solid personal brand. So you have to build your personal brand well, so that your audience will know you before they know your business, before they know your brand. So you have to take it seriously. Esther Odewigi, like not everybody know. Let us say Smile. Can you still hear me, please? I think that was my network. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Okay. So let's take some question. If you have any question about building relationship, or you have any question about personal branding, then I will answer them. So before our next speaker is here, let's just work with some questions. Can you still hear me, please? If you can hear me, let me know. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Is there any question on relationship, on what again? Personal branding. Is there any question you have? Yes. Please don't be shy to ask questions, because yesterday some people came to my inbox on WhatsApp to ask questions. You can ask your question here. The speakers are ready to answer your questions. So try to drop your question, then we are going to answer your question. Yes, we are going to answer your question. Personal brand, a tool for building authority. A tool for building authority. So you have to take it more seriously. I hope you can hear me, please. So that I will not be talking to myself alone. Can you hear me? The last I can hear you was from Rachel. So if you can still hear me, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. There are some things you cannot get in this life, except if you can use relationship to get it. Yes. This happens a lot at bank. Let's use bank as an example. You will see that long queue. People want to enter bank. You will see that long queue because they want to enter the bank. But you now see one person, she's coming. This happens a lot too, and maybe JAMB office or any important places like that. You now see one person, she's just coming, or that person is just coming. The person will now walk in majestically. The person will enter into the office, do that thing under 15 minutes, under 10 minutes. The person will leave. That is the power of relationship. That's the power of connection. It's not, when we are talking about connection, it's not just about money. It's not about contract. It's not about exchanging contracts. It's about like what money cannot give. Like you get it easily without having to pay a dime. So building a quality relationship is not something you can just overlook. It's not something you can overlook. So try to build quality okay. Before my network interrupt, then I was talking about okay, okay, people who are coming after you. People who are coming after you today, this life, and you cannot predict this life. People who are coming after you today can go ahead of you tomorrow. I've seen some people who were learning from him before, but I'm not learning from them because they've gone ahead. So that is life. So don't just say they are coming after you that you cannot learn from them. They have nothing to offer to you. Never say that. Nobody in this life is valueless. So so far the person can talk, even if the person cannot talk, so far that person has something to share. There's nothing you cannot learn from anybody. You can learn from a 5-year-old child. So don't overlook people coming after you. Don't chase the people that have gone ahead of you alone. Don't chase them. Try to balance it. Work with that 33%. 33% of people who have gone ahead of you, 33% of your peer, 33% of people who are coming after you. Try to keep that in mind. Even if you forget everything tonight, try to keep that in mind. And don't forget to build your personal brand. Build it. Let your personality talks for you, even when you are not there. Behind closed doors, what are people saying about you? What are people saying about your personal brand? What are people saying about your personality? What are people saying about your personality? So thank you for joining us tonight. Tomorrow session will be starting by 6 p.m. It will determine if okay. So it seems guest speaker's network is, or maybe due to some reasons, she won't be able to join us tonight. Tomorrow we'll be having 3 guest speakers. We are supposed to have an MSc this evening by 7 p.m., but due to some personal reasons, we couldn't bring her up. But she'll be joining us 6 p.m. tomorrow. So tomorrow's session will be starting by 6 p.m. Again, it's the normal 7 p.m. So we are starting tomorrow's session by 6 p.m. Tomorrow is Saturday, so and the last day. We'll be starting tomorrow's session by 6 p.m. Then we are going to be having NMSC, we are going to be having Precious Origi, and we are going to be having Grace Kalu. They'll be taking us through different ways to earn money online, how you can create your products, how you can enter into tech, how you can go into tech, how you can move from zero to becoming a highly sought after copywriter. So these 3 amazing ladies will be here tomorrow to share with us from their depth of knowledge. Thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate your presence here. I really appreciate your engagement. Yes, I really appreciate them. Thank you for joining. And for the guys that joined, I really appreciate your presence here. Even if the summit title is the smart woman, but we have smart men here too. We really appreciate your presence here. God bless you. So see you tomorrow. I remain Debbie Agbola, your host. You can follow me on Facebook at Debbie Agbola. You can follow me on Instagram at the Debbie Agbola, Twitter the Debbie Agbola, LinkedIn Debbie Agbola. Just type Debbie Agbola, you will find me there. So thank you for joining us tonight. Tomorrow is another day and the last day for this Ignition Summit. Tell your friend to tell his or her friend to tell her friend to tell her friend to join us tomorrow for another impactful sessions. I remain your host, Debbie Agbola, the founder of Smart Brands Africa. Good night and have a night rest. Bye.